Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Slipways, where today we are continuing to chase those platinum stars on Tough. So I was looking around for sectors that have quirks that I think are sort of compatible with my play style, and I realized that probably if we're going to do this, it's going to involve technology focus. Right, replaces scoring for Empire Size with 300 stars per invented technology. Empire Size is almost always going to score you like 2,000 or 2,400 points, right? We can definitely burn right past that with the number of technologies that we usually acquire over the course of a game. And then just like that plus some kind of 10% score modifier. Now granted, I do think this one's actually pretty harsh. It is not possible to make robots on remnant planets is going to have an effect, a negative pressure on our score that is probably greater than any of the other plus 10% modifiers. So we may still find that it is difficult to pull this off. I think Decrepit Ruins is just really harsh, but we're going to give this a try. So I have not looked at the text on this one yet, but like you have to imagine, yeah, the first thing you want to look at for this is the Vittori, see if they have quantum computing, because that's effectively, that's 2 free technologies. That's 600 bonus stars, even beyond what extra science you actually get from them. And then they have quantum sensors, which is both a really cheap tech, obviously good for our score, and also just like a thing that I love. Wave augmentation's great. Transposition is great. We are going to intentionally not play with the teleporters because, in my opinion, they are currently broken. I think they are functioning in a way that is not the way they are supposed to. And then technocracy is just points. Yeah, like this seems great. This seems great. All right, who else are we pulling? Geo-harvesting I do love. Trade hubs, kind of whatever. Plasma containment is wonderful. It is a little harsh that like you always want more water. So it is a shame to spend water to get energy when like half the time the thing that you would want to use energy for is to meet a water need, but we'll figure it out. Sleep replacement actually probably still relevant, and post scarcity of course is very fun. What about you? Deep drilling, gravitic mining. I mean, we do have to use that asteroid money some of the time on this difficulty. You know, it's interesting. I'm not sure if I think that these are very good. Oh, we should also, yeah, look at the perks, right? So Vittori have careful observation and scholars. I mean, it feels like starting with scholars into immediate quantum sensors is pretty good. I think we probably would do that. Luxury, well prepared. I do like starting with a big bunch of money. All right, what about the other two? The Dender have culture hubs, but none of their other culture generators. Still, culture hubs, pretty good. It turns out culture is very powerful. Did you know trees? Trees are good. I do like enlightenment some of the time. Obviously, nanites are great. Social capital is a little tricky sometimes. Growth, I think, is just quite bad. I really feel like if you take growth and you make it so that it pays the administrative costs for your people in food worlds, it immediately jumps up into the tier of perks I might take. Freeze-resistant bots is fun as just a very cheap technology to get you moving out of that first tier. Mineral seeding's fine. Integrated manufacturing has been a real lifesaver for us on occasion. Nanofab is good. Okay. So, honestly, I think that there's a pretty strong case being made by the Euphorians here. And then I don't know. Between the other three, I really don't feel like I know who we want. So what do you have going for you, really? It's like culture hubs. Enlightenment is kind of like this interesting, maybe. Replicating nanites is good. Versus like the Silthid. What are the Silthid bringing to the table, realistically? It's like nanofabrication to help with robot problems and a cheap technology. I mean, being able to use Iceball planets for stuff is good, but like this is definitely, we are going into a situation where we think we're going to be short robots in the first place. So freeze-resistant bots may not be very good for us. Also, I don't love the missions that the Silthids give. So what if we take the Dender and it's just like culture hubs and replicating nanites? You know, it's not awful. I know, once again, I'm playing Vittori and Dender here, but they're better than the others. The reason I keep doing that is because they're so good. I think that probably is where we're at. And then, like, in terms of perks, I kind of think it's just like start me with an extra cushion. Social capital won't be so good here. There's really only one project that we're likely to do early on. But if we combine it with brain machine interface, so 30% bonus trade route income plus 35% bonus trade route income. It's very hard to find time to lay down 10 extra dollars, right? Like we very rarely just have $10 to throw, but the planets would probably be paying that back pretty quickly. Maybe we do try this. Oh, here's a problem though. We can't get culture hubs and brain machine interface and quantum sensors. They're all in the first tier. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try this. I think we are not going to have time to pick up brain machine interface. It's not. Yeah, all right. We'll try it like this. We will give this a go. Y'all ever just like wake up with a song stuck in your head, but it's like a song you haven't heard in many, many, many years? That happened to me today. I woke up with I don't actually even know the title of it. It's from the movie Labyrinth, the Jim Henson David Bowie movie. It's the dance magic dance song. Maybe that's the title. He certainly says it in a sort of a chorusy section of the song. I cannot get it clear. It's very catchy. By the way, if you've never seen Labyrinth, if I just said the David Bowie Jim Henson movie and you went, sorry, what? You should definitely see Labyrinth. It's wild. Everyone should be aware of it. So we have, no, you know what? I was about to say we have a situation over here where we can settle, but do we? Because I was thinking like we can do minerals off of a remnant world to create robots to make food. But this world would also need chips, which we can't get because that desert world's in the way. Can this world reach everything? No, it can't reach them. We would not be able to get the minerals. Or we'd get the minerals from here and we would not get chips. So no, we actually don't even have a settling solution yet. Let's do these groups of big signals over here. Can I get all of this? I cannot get all of it. I can get many of it. Apologies. The new microphone should be better at keeping out sound from outside of the room, but also Tiffany is barking extremely loudly, so I bet some of that's still coming through. She's just very excitable all the time. I shouldn't say excitable because that implies that there are times when the energy level is low and then it's just easy to bring it up. The energy level is always high. This dog is permanently on. All right, so the Forebear Ruin sort of serves as an anchor for my strategy here, right? We wanna start in a position where we could easily get people to this ruin, which realistically means like this, and this are my people worlds. Okay, so we can do the very simple people makes biomass makes food over here. If we do it over here, we have sources of goods though. How would I actually do this? Like, this is my food source. Okay, or I can actually still reach these. Okay, so we can do biomass to food here and have it actually feed both directions, which means this world probably gets to successful pretty quickly. You know, I do think I like that. So let's do, so we're planning on going people makes biomass, biomass makes food, food out. We could get chips from, so this world's got to be our goods producer, which means that we are If this world's my goods producer, then we have to get the minerals from here, here, or here. I'm trying to figure out how I make good use of this. So like here we have a world where we might do people, and here we have a world where we might do people. And I guess the smart thing to do is make this the mineral world then, because that way this goods world is not cut off from any of the possibles. All right, so let's start founding around the things that our council is not going to ask us to do. So we don't have Chip World on the, I guess, let's at least get a little bit of income going. I'm just going to start it like this. Invent a technology, increase population by 4 is actually probably, that's quite doable. So which technologies are we talking about taking on in the mid game? Because like early game techs, we're not going to be able to get our discounts for anyway. But like that, obviously running Vittori stuff out would be a really good idea. Yeah, if we do this and then that, I think those are, getting those running is the most important. Okay, so. Biomass makes food. Food comes back here. We run, nope, minerals. Sorry, minerals makes goods. And that's 5 of our 6 right there. What is this? Sell artifacts, establish museum, get more goods is, you know, maybe that's something because it gives us a source of goods for this world. We don't actually know. Can this world make goods as it is? Okay, I can't get everything here. Ooh, maybe not. Wow. Actually, with this big dead area over here, like this huge gap, maybe we just don't settle this world. We could do a museum here. If we did a museum, then I guess we would want to settle this world. It's a little awkward. Like we only want to put people here if we don't have the goods to make the world successful. Well, that's right. I can't just draw a line. I'm kind of curious if I'd be able to connect this to that once we have wave augmentation. Like that seems like it could be a thing. Also, already we're desperate for water. And I'm starting to think, freeze resistant bots, maybe they would have been really good after all. Also, why couldn't this give 3 science? I desperately need 1 more science. Well, we need to find another forebear ruin, I guess, to connect to. Here, let's have a look around this ocean world that we're thinking of making into a people world. Maybe we're not, in fact. Okay, yeah, not really any source of food. Not any source of people nearby either, though. That can't reach through the remnant world. Yeah, okay, this is awkward. If we did have freeze-resistant bots, it would actually be pretty good here. Okay, so we can make robots do that thing. How are we going to work that? So if we... All right, let's say this is a world we're putting down on. We're going to send people up to here to get minerals to make robots. Really? That doesn't reach? Well, I mean, even if that doesn't reach now, it will once we have wave augmentation, right? Then again, never mind. Then again, we just have we have a Gaia world over here that can be the source of our water and not our food, sadly. I think we got to reveal both of these. Well, and that's a jungle, not a swamp. Okay, this swamp here can send the biomass. What do we need to move? We need to move, like, water. Really, the answer is water. So what we could do is Gaia World, biomass plus the robots from here to make the food to send to there, and then the goods in. That's pretty solid. And then we could just we get the water from the two-way trade on that. I'm gonna press that button right. I'm gonna do that right now because that will complete our task. And then I'm gonna do this right now too, so that we have an extra body, so that I can connect here. Wow, this is awful. That's maybe the worst forebear ruin we've ever seen. It does get me quest completion, so I guess I'm not too broken up about it, but that's really horrible. I don't, have we ever seen just one option and it's horrible? Not even like a take the money option? That's wild. Okay, so may as well connect that as well, right? And then it's like we could get water from here. I'm assuming that's out of range, yeah, for the moment. But we do need water constantly. All right, what are my new tasks? Increase population by 5 points. Establish import hubs. Oh, I did just move a thing without thinking. Yeah, shouldn't have done that. And it won't let me take it back now because we've looked at these. Establish a lab studying robots and get it to 5 science. I mean, I do want to establish a lab. We do need to get some science income, although honestly, at $26 total income, it's probably not actually feasible to do so. Yeah. I think I just take these, even though I do desperately want that. So we can't afford to do that. So we should definitely run this trade. That's good income. Need the water here very badly. Again, really, really feeling the lack of freeze-resistant robots. Although I guess we don't. Where would I get the bots from anyway, right? So we need to accomplish a tree goal. This is just truly awful. So how close are you to... You need 2 more routes and also 2 more friend flips? If we get the robots down there, then this world can get another point of food. Wow. Look at that. It's in range all the way up until you press connect. That really sucks. That's harsh. Well, we will survive somehow. So, import hubs. How am I gonna import hub? Well, you know what? Okay. I am planning on doing this anyway, right? Making that connection. Ooh, boy, our asteroid situation is bad. So there's an import hub. That's something. Then we may as well make the robots and deliver the minerals. And once again, truly desperate for water. We are never going to be able to get population to this. What about this stuff over here? Wow. Okay. Pretty heartbreaking, actually. So I'm thinking like we could maybe set up a mineral lab somewhere around here. God, my kingdom for like a way to deliver 1 point of population to this damn planet. Okay. You have enough exports, you just need successful worlds. You know, okay. One thing we can do is we can generate import hubs by doing the project and just sending culture places. And in fact, if I wanted to really spend all of our money right now, we could do that right now. Right? We could culture, just go ahead and make the water world and then send water plus culture and water plus culture. I should not do that while we're trying to increase population. Sorry, let me finish the increased population goal, which means we need to find another place to put down people, which is this place. This is the place, but we can't actually do that thing because we can't make this world produce the food yet, so we need another people world somewhere else to work on. You know, it does technically do things. I had to get 1 more point of population before I can even select these. Yeah, and gosh, we need a lab like yesterday. And by yesterday, I mean 2 years ago. Once we can blow stuff up, things are going to get a heck of a lot easier around here. Well, let's just detonate asteroids through the end of the year. I should probably be scouting a little bit more. You know, let's look around over here. Okay. So as soon as we can blow this up, a people connection here gets us additional water. A people connection here gets us additional water. It's not bad overall. So are these 2 worlds producing as much population as they ever will? Yes. So we either need to get goods to here, which I suppose we can do. I don't really want to. If I'm honest, I kind of just want to take a flat 8 science off of this. I know this will be scoring in the long term, especially because it will be spending points of population, but I just don't. I don't see it being the right move. It's not really a good way to use this biomass. Did we get Genesis cells this game? We did not, sadly. If you have plasma containment, a biomass producing world definitely gains some value. So yeah, we need to settle another people world somewhere. So let's see, we have access to a swamp that cannot see. Okay, so that's a source of food. But it would have to go to here. And then this produces chips. Like, that totally works. So I think I just pressed this button knowing that we have a way to make this function. I'm looking at it, though, and I'm like, again, we run into a problem where this world has no way to get goods, and we can't guarantee... At least this world has no way to get goods if we do the food plan we were thinking of there. Yeah, because we could pull goods off of this world if we can run food to this thing in a different way. Which we cannot. It turns out. Okay, so with plus 30% range, we would be able to just run people from here to there, run the biomass to here, do that, and then send... Can you... Nope, obscured by the damn forebear ruin, and only just... But yeah, this is a way of using the... Man, that'd be very efficient. Maybe we can do it over here. Maybe we'll get lucky. Show me Remnant World. Okay, nothing. Well... Yeah, so much of our plan comes together if we just start generating science. So maybe the move has to be just start generating science and disregard whatever else is going on. Wonder if we'll be able to get people over here from like there, maybe? Once we have the bonus range. We can also just, plan to take dark relays. Although that's a lot of science you have to commit to get to dark relays. All right, I think I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm going to do this. Then we are just going to go ahead and commit on some of this stuff. And I am going to culture. And then I am going to do this culture too, but we have to wait a second because I ran out of money. You know what this does? It generates a tremendous amount of income. All right, invent 2 new technologies. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. And total goods output by 5 units. So if I do commit to this being a goods world, and I do robots to goods up here, that's almost it. And that would get us a discount on one of the 2 technologies that we're interested in taking in the very near future. I'm gonna try these. I'm gonna push for these. So we now have to figure out how we're gonna get a lab running. And it's got to be like a relatively decent lab. Well, okay. It's not that hard to set up a mineral lab, usually. We actually have a couple of mineral worlds over here. We could feed people out. Right, so like I could make this a mineral world, feed in, and then we can get this populated from the other side or something. I think I'm gonna do it. We just have to get some science up. It's far too late in the game for me to have no income. Okay, cool. That makes that successful. Boy, I sure hope we get these both to prosperous before the end of the game. I mean, this one has a place that it can pay out already. It's not that hard to pay out mineral worlds. I'm confident we'll figure it out. I'm way more worried about this. And as you can tell, when I say way more worried, I don't mean that worried. Obviously. Speaking of not being that worried, kabam! Out of curiosity, what does it look like over here as far as... Oh, all right, well... It's got to be that world. Okay, we have some options at least. Yeah, there's some stuff potentially. In fact, it's quite easy. Right, because this is yeah, that's a swamp. I don't see any reason not to just set it up right now, actually. Let's just go ahead and do that. So this becomes breeding program. And then, I don't know, I guess it makes the most sense for... Let me see something here. I'm debating who is sending a person to this one. Because we should get that. If you have a trade route just staring you in the face, you probably ought to take it. Okay, and also, like, are we doing just give me 8 science here? This is actually... It's not very good. It makes one world successful. And this world's gonna have a hard time getting to prosperous, even because a lot of the stuff around it's not any good. I am just gonna take the 8 science, I think. And we're gonna grab harvest and just never have a problem again with money. And then the other thing is also very important, and we'll get there. But I feel pretty good about that. So, oh yeah. If we can settle that world, we can figure this out. Okay, so let's start producing those goods that I was talking about. That's 2 points. That's 2 points. Yeah, it's going to be minerals into goods for sure. I guess let's have a quick look down here. My assumption is... Yeah. I was going to say, my assumption is that this will be a mineral place, and I think that holds. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get either of those planets to produce additional goods. Oh, this one... Okay, if we get one more import or export here, this world will produce goods. Unfortunately, I said that like it might be feasible. It is not that. Gosh, I wish I had another point of culture to to feed in. Yeah, a 30% range boost, I think, is not going to allow me to deliver goods to this world. So we have to get one of the other two to cap, or we have to just put down another goods world, which I don't love. I guess if I had pressed the button on this, it would have handled that for me. All right, let's blow something up. We don't need lava worlds. I have no use for lava worlds. So let's see. We got robots here, but unfortunately, because of the situation, robots don't actually do anything. God, yeah, what a terrible thing. Well, we can certainly make another goods world. Because again, we're in a situation where robots do not help in any way. Oh no, that's not true. Okay, we could go minerals to robots to food. Yeah. I'm going to make this a minerals to goods world just to move our tasks forward, because we're going to create a mineral world here either way. So that's just free stuff. And then happiness is dangerously low. You're telling me. And we're broke. So I'm going to commit you here. That'll help with the happiness. Obviously, we got to not get fired. And we're going to have to blow up some more planets. So I want to start with the planet types that we definitely can't get any use out of. And those two can definitely go. Nope. Sorry, didn't mean to double click. Okay, that will totally work. I guess we're never going to be able to make that produce another chip, though. Wait, what was my plan? My plan was to get chips from here. Yeah. But if I do... The thing is... Okay, well, actually, no, this is fine. Yeah, so let's take this. That'll get me part of where I'm going. Get a remnant planet to prosperous. You're going to be really close. So this will be 4. That'll be 5. You're producing as many people as you ever will. Yeah, we're going to get this to 5 roots with a large number of successful neighbors. Oh, and then we'll culture club. Yeah, okay. That is extremely doable. It gets our Vittori tech discount right as we're about to make use of it. And then we're going to do this too, so... Yeah. Video games are easy. I don't know if you heard. Connect the goods. Oh, wait, that was good enough? Oh, right, because when this produced an extra person, it just sent the person back. Yeah, okay. Happiness is dangerously low. So at this point, God, we've done well on tasks. You gotta say that. Right? Like, we'll get these done basically for free. So, probably should do this. Gosh. Things turned around. We still have some problems. And we have a lot of kind of like weird, undeveloped... Oh, I should do that. Wow. Grim. Do you mind? Could you go away? I'm at 89%. We're fine. So I don't know how we're going to get food for this world. It didn't really help. But... Oh no, it's still out of range. That's also out of... Uh-oh. That's very bad news, actually. That's profoundly bad news. Shoot. Okay. I don't know how to fix that. That's really, really bad. We don't have another way of boosting range. Plasma containment won't actually solve the problem because we need a water to start the plasma containment. But it is the solution, isn't it? Like, if we really look at our options here. So, okay, if we run water from this world or this world to the plasma containment and we energy this, it'll get happy. Is that the only planet that has no... No, I have 20 points of resource. Oh, right, this thing. Sorry. Let's fix that. So current resource shortage is 12. Oh. Right. Okay, yes. Now that is the only planet that is having shortages. Should probably just connect this, right? Is this as much water as you'll ever produce? I'm a little leery of that then. Maybe we wanna save this water for the plasma. Because the thing is, if we get plasma containment and then we get energy driven whatever it's called, the one that makes energy produce extra stuff, we could do like an energy thing here. We do a plasma thing here. Power plant to this. This produces an extra person and culture. And then we can use that culture for all kinds of shenanigans. Like, it's very powerful to do energy-driven industry on planets that are producing culture. I really don't want to miss that opportunity. Right, you would love to receive a culture. If we get a bonus culture from here as well, which we can potentially, yeah, like there's a water-producing planet over here. Although I don't know where I'm going to get the people for it. And actually, we just need like water over here really badly as well. Hold on, what are these worlds? Are any of these life producing? Okay. Is that out of once again, pixel out of range. That's frustrating. And that only works if I destroy the water world, which kind of defeats the purpose of the whole thing. Honestly though, if this world is out of the way, well, I wouldn't want to destroy that world either, because I think like we want this chip world to be chips, because it's really good actually. What I actually really need is for there just to be another like a world here that produces beings. That would be the great thing. Oh, you know what would rule a lot actually to do with this is build a thing here, have it send an energy there, get extra chip, get energy back, and then send an energy here, use the extra person to produce culture, which becomes 2 culture, and then we got so much stuff going on. Why is that better? It doesn't actually accomplish more. It's just, it feels nice to produce extra resource and then use extra resource, but I don't know that actually is beneficial. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm not focusing at all today. Okay, sorry. So we're going to plan to produce water from somewhere else. You know what I need is another lab actually. Let's focus on making sure we're getting enough science to actually get all the tech that we need to do all of these fancy things that I want to do, which is a lot. It's a lot of fancy things. So this is the only place where we really have bonus people. If I had a way, let's search over here a little bit. If I had an easy way of generating people to send to this Earth-like, then we could potentially get a biomass thing going here, right? Because I could do biomass off of the terrible robot from this station. We could have 3 sources of biomass plus a person. That's a pretty solid lab. But we'd have to be able to send population to this world. And also, if we could do that, then it would send water to that, which would be, yeah, like that would be really cool actually. Why do you have to be a desert instead of an arid? So actually, no, there are no worlds anywhere around here that can send a person to Freedom 6. Yeah, you're gonna get blocked by this world regardless of the distance. I could just make this a people world. Then we could send that to the lab instead of a second researcher instead of second biomass. And that does allow me to make this successful. And it probably allows me to connect to that after we blow up this desert world. Actually, I do not hate that. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to start by putting up the lab. So that we at least have the initial science income. And then we will do this part. And we don't have to connect this right now. And then this just has water coming out of it, so plasma stuff is good. We definitely want that to be our next technology. Yeah, I definitely don't want to spend the $30 on this just yet. Okay, so now we have 13 science income per year. It happened a little later than I might have liked, but I do feel really good about that. You know, this could still be a people world, and it could generate water from this then. And we could send the water down here to plasma this thing into being, and then, you know, all kinds of stuff can occur then. So If that's the case, how would we feed this? Food's probably got to come from there. Because I am still trying to settle on a bunch of different world types here, right? So we gotta make sure we're working. I guess alternatively, what if I blew this world up, got food from there to here, sent people down to there to produce extra water to send water back to here, then this makes Virgo into a Gaia world. We can connect the water that way. That gets me goods out, which helps deal with the, we are taking a no trade happiness penalty on these worlds that have no outputs. It makes this world successful. It makes that world successful. I think that's pretty solid, actually. Let's do that. Get ourselves some of that new increased technology. Beautiful, wonderful stuff. Yeah, okay, that works just fine. Hold on. Don't actually want to settle that yet because I can't just connect it or the water will go this way. Earthlike is on the thing already anyway. It's not critical that we get that done immediately. We can maybe do the same thing up here. You know, we could set up a water lab. Right? Because we do water and water from the people on this world. It's sort of a matter of whether or not we can produce the food for this, but actually, plasma containment, yes, we can. We absolutely can. We know we can. So, what's plasma containment going to cost me? 28? Yeah, we got through our tech discounts really fast this game. That was actually wonderful. All right, so we need to try to settle some of these world types that we have not yet settled for the purposes of this thing. So Remnant and Ocean are both on that list. Making this world... You know, if we make this a people to water world, we plasma ourselves some people effectively, just use energy instead of humans, we could kind of get a lot done over here. We sure could build a lot of plasma. It's actually rather compelling as an idea, I think. So what am I going to do until it's ready? The thing is, we're not going to be able to do that for 2 years. I guess settling this stuff is worthwhile. And then we should look around here for sources of food that we can obtain naturally without having to do plasma nonsense. Oh, I category jumped us. Well, all right, that might require an extra explosion or two. So yeah, we can totally water lab. We are not going to have an easy time generating food. Pardon me. So what's left here? Forge World, Mineral, Swamp. Is this a swamp or a jungle? Okay, that's a swamp. So what we probably want to do, let me just go ahead and do it. I'm going to make this a wetland farm. And then I may not want to make this connection just yet, because I probably don't want that source of water. Mineral, Forge World. Grab the third technology. And then I kind of want to just set down on something just to get this out of the way. Because that's our last reward. After this, we're just in it for legacy points. Earth-like jungle, swamp. What is left? Oh, remnant. There's still no remnant on here. Well, that's easy enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do that. We know I'm gonna do that. Let's just go ahead and get this. Okay, so invent 3 new technologies is 100% free. This easy. Easy. Okay, let's start fixing this up because I did not actually build these out yet. It's almost like I had a plan. It is similar to me having had a plan. So, what is this world gonna need after this? Chips. So we could do, yep. That seems pretty good. All right, let's start generating plasma. Costs. You're not useful. So we need to do this. This has got to be one of these. It produces the plasma, lets me do this to make this world not so miserable. Damn it, hold on. That's not what I want to do with that water, almost certainly. I'm just going to go ahead and grab energy-driven industry because I know we want it. I don't know what I do want to do with this water. So you need an import or export. If we energy either of these worlds, you're taken care of. But there's a question here, I suppose, of whether I ought to just put a little generator in here and get that export right now. And I kind of think the answer is I should, right? It's maybe a little bit more efficient if I have it done with yeah, it's better to do it with culture. So like, where would I rather have this? You could use it. Yeah, that's fine. That's good enough. Oh my God, these are expensive. Also, I have no income right now, which is hurting for sure. Are there like for sure dead worlds? Yeah, let me find some worlds that I know we will never have a use for. Okay. Now we move this down here. Oh, it produced 2 additional water, right? Okay, that's fine. So that's enough connection. That's enough stuff. Now we just need one of the worlds around this to turn, one of the worlds this is connected to turn into something which, you know, could happen very easily. If we just make this a chip world, happens very easily, right? Go chips in, do that, chips, do that, and do this. Blowing up random desert worlds. There we go. Bam, prosperity. Also, stuff. Also energy. Okay, so I was talking about setting up a lab now that we got this situation sort of handled in this way. Do we want to, how do I want to do this? So I know that I want to connect them. Must you? Ice ball, get out of here. Yes, please send to the people. That's why I did hopping around for. So I think I do send this because that'll cause this world to generate an extra water. But we got to build the thing I'm trying to connect the water to first. Okay, so I mean, it just goes right here, right? This one's not too fancy. Are there any other, like, for sure dead worlds? Yep. So first thing we gotta do is connect a water and a people. And we connect a water, put a people in there, do this connection, then do this connection, throw that water in there. Still just hurling water all over the place, even when I don't ask you to. Whatever, it's fine. Who wants technologies? So what are we gonna end up on here? We're gonna end up on a lot. What do I actually want? We probably want technocracy, right? Technocracy is going to be great. Are we in a position to do post-scarcity? 3 incomes, 3 incomes, 3 incomes, 4 incomes, close to a source of water. Or, sorry, not technocracy. You know, I'm counting for post-scarcity. I don't even remember what I said. We could grab, we could grab nanites. So we're gonna get science in 4 more times. As things stand right now, we're gonna have like 153 science. That's enough to grab 3 top era techs. So we could grab the nanites. They make it free to spread out and colonize more, but I don't know how much more colonization I intend to do, frankly. I think we're going to do a lot with improving the interior of our empire. I'm sort of thinking maybe we grab, like, obviously this will save us some time, but if we grab sleep replacement, it might save us more time. That'll be an extra $130 a year. That is going to really reduce the number of times we have to harvest, and every harvest costs us a month. I think this is actually pretty significant. And then we grab technocracy and maybe post-scarcity. I actually like that a lot. We're still gonna have to do a little bit of harvesting this year, but then we're gonna be in really solid shape afterward. Okay, so what else? Actually, hold on a second. When I send this water out, it produces an additional energy, or it's going to produce an additional water, and that water is going to immediately feed into this world if I don't intentionally feed it into an energy producer first. So I guess the question is, do I want to set up another plasma thing around here? And if so, what do I want it to be doing? This world becoming a chip producer would, like, if I set it up over here, we could still give this world extra value by sending energy to it instead of the water. But then we could also send a chip and we could get a second point of energy effectively out of that water, which has got to be the right move, right? And then that'll have this thing at 5 inputs, and we just find any way to connect anything to it, including additional water. Oh man, yeah. Okay, so let's go, right? Blow some worlds up. Let's go. I shouldn't be so jolly about that. Oh, you have no exports. We gotta fix that. Well, I mean, we should fix that. It ain't necessarily cheap to do so. So I do still want sleep replacement. I think that's absolutely correct. Connect to UT. Don't have $4. Show me world I don't care about. This'n. Oh, this one. Right, because I was going to do that. Okay, well, that's also important to do. Okay, so that's probably just going to be 8 science. I mean, we'll see. Wait, no, connect here. Do this. That creates an extra water, which we can do this with. Then we can do that thing. Now I'm rich. Send 1,000,000 points of energy down here. Turn that into culture. Don't have a plan for it yet. That's fine. Don't need to. This is a recycling operation. It sends out that to there, which sends this back. And then we do this thing here. Water. I send the water back to allow that to upgrade. These worlds get remarkably good, is the thing. So I actually just make this connection straight. Do this to send energy to this world to allow me to make it a culture world. Or... No, that's got to be right. I'm like we still have to actually produce robots or water for this purpose. Well, okay, let me step this back a little bit. I am getting a little ahead of myself. We do actually have to do this. I'm fairly sure. But we also still have the resources to do this. Then we do that. Okay. Okay. We're definitely taking technocracy. There's no two ways about that. Hey, invent 3 technologies. I'd love to. So culture is one of our things here, and then like robots or no, chips is on here. Food's not. Robots or food or biomass, something. I could move some biomass, just like I could make a bad biomass lab or something if I wanted to. We are going to have population that needs to be burned, so that's probably right to do. Where do I still have resource shortages? We should fix those. Here, yes, that's true. Oh, right, I never did fix that. Yeah, let's fix that. And then... The problem, as always, is time. I just like, there's so much stuff I could do if we just had infinite time. If only. All right, let's talk about this stuff. So I think I want to... What can you do? You can become robot? That's not useful at all. What a terrible set of forebear ruins. So now, yeah, we should just move a point of culture to get that done. So where do we want to move a point of culture to? You're already... You just want people real bad. Let's just send people down here. And then also send a point of culture to it. We're not going to be able to flip you, are we? Let's send a point of culture to somewhere where it's actually it's gonna like cause a flip. It won't by itself here. This is going to receive energy in a second, which is going to be how it flips. Boy, I don't know how we're going to get you turned over. I certainly want to. I guess we can send it a point of culture from this world too, post energy. So what else can I do? This is not ideal. Establish a lab studying robots and get it to 7. Could I? We do have some spare robots. You know what I need over here really badly is chips. Because I'm thinking, like, if I put down... Yeah. So we could send water to that, use energy to send the water, or send energy back to produce an additional water that we can then use to flip this world. By making it a culture producer. Then we... Maybe I send the first point of energy out here. Because that's not going to connect, right? Yeah. Send the first point of energy out here to produce chips, which will produce a lot of chips. We send the chips back here to produce the second point of energy, which we just bounce back to there. And then that doesn't feed this. We need to feed this world energy. I guess, sorry, we have water right there to do that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of energy bouncing around here. So I'm trying to figure out if I think we can do this. A lab studying robots would have to produce, it would have to be a researcher and 2 points of robots to get to 7, right? Which is maybe doable, but also maybe not. So this is another one of those situations over here where we need to do a plasma thing. So we're going to be moving people, water, energy for sure. 8 different resources. There's culture. Culture will get moved. 8 is a lot, is the thing. And I am concerned that we don't have time to pull it off. So I'm looking around here for other places where it will... Okay, water, chips, energy... people. We're gonna do a people move. I don't really have a biomass move. Culture. I don't know about robots. Probably not robots, in fact, right? All right, I'm going to be aggressive about it. We're going to take it. And the question is, do I think we can do this too? Because I do not think we're going to colonize 10 new planets total. Certainly not 10 planets of different types. Because we can move like 6 goods types, or 6 resources pretty easily, I think. And the question is just if I can figure out a way to get the rest of them around. We may have to engage in some shenanigans. Sorry about being back and forth. This is a big decision. It has a pretty huge impact on our score, and I'm just feeling very uncertain about it. So we have biomass, but we don't have easy ways to move biomass. Like we just have loose mass, which sounded grosser than I meant it to, and I apologize to everyone who had to hear that. We have goods, but we don't really have a way of moving the goods around. I'm gonna not take a task, actually. It's a shame that we had to get those instead of like turn X planets prosperous, which would have been like free points. If I made this into robots, I guess it's worth doing a search over here. See exactly what this yields. Okay, well, it's not that hard to get multiple sources of robots together, actually. In fact, it's quite easy. The problem with this is not the robots, though. It actually becomes the people. I don't know how we establish a researcher. And we can't use energy to dummy that. It has to be a real point of population. Yeah, I think I'm just not going to take the tasks. Well, okay, sorry. We should also reveal some of this stuff. Like this could be meaningful. So we don't have an easy place to set up people. Yeah, all right. Are you really not connected? Oh yeah. Yeah, wow, you're only actually connected to 2 planets in total. That's very unfortunate, actually. Yeah, you're having kind of a similar problem. Well, not a lot I could do about it, sadly. Yeah, okay. Not a lot we can do about that. All right, let's start running this stuff because there's like there is prosperity to be had. And we're looking for opportunities to push planets up to 6 incomes. So I do this. Telling me I can't afford stuff. How dare you? Produce further chips for further stations because we are going to set up more stations. That's excellent. Then you need 1 import, which can be culture from this world. I was looking at running a dummy to here, but it actually we're not going to be able to flip this world anyway, right? Because it doesn't have enough. Well, maybe we can make it have enough neighbors. Like, this isn't too far off. I was kind of hoping they had changed, you know. Here, let's also, we know we're doing this. Let's also do this. Send a people. And then we may as well output a water. No, I don't want to do that, right? I want to go. Send a water back to here. And then connect this to here. Send an energy there as well. Nope, don't do that. Sorry, hold on. We have to build this thing first. Because otherwise the water does not go where I want it to go. And that is a 6 income world that is ready to become legendary. So if we grab this, that happens right now. And then we have 17 science left. We have the ability to gain 8 science from a forebear ruin over here, but I don't know that it doesn't actually do anything, right? Like that's not gonna, we would need to gain at least 12 total science to get a technology that matters at all. So yeah, I guess we just don't do that. And how many techs did we end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 3,300 points on technology scoring. Seems pretty solid. Okay, they are not changing. I thought they did. I thought there was some circumstance under which they did. Maybe I'm wrong. And now we are in a situation of trying to provide, I mean, obviously prosperity and stuff. You need to be connected to more successful worlds. Obviously, that's pretty good. So, how are we going to make other 6s occur is a live question. We can send 1 energy to this quite easily from here. But I don't think I can get another thing over to this. Yeah, I think we're stuck. Right, yeah, because I can't connect another energy world to it. What about, oh shoot, when I looked at the new tasks, damn it. I was gonna say, if we had this world do the output down to here, we could use this to generate the 6th point of energy for that. That is absolutely how that needed to work. Shoot, what a frustrating arbitrary point to get locked out of the thing at here. To get locked out of being able to look. So robots doesn't help. Yeah, and we can only send 1 energy from each fusion plant. So we would need to generate another fusion plant, which we cannot do. Oh, that's frustrating. That's a legendary world like that we had and just didn't didn't collect on. Oh, man. All right. What else can we do? If you receive culture, you will generate an extra water. Sadly, that does not really solve... Yeah. I didn't do that much. It is not that easy to flip these worlds up here. Obviously, we are chip short and energy short over here. I probably could have run this. Yeah, I bet I screwed this up in a bunch of different ways. All right, let's talk about where we can still do things with our few remaining months. I'm so disappointed by this legendary world that I just didn't get. Also, only 124 happiness, huh? Oh, I never fixed... Yeah. Well, I guess let's do that. Oh, dropping stuff. Apologies if that was loud. All right, so... We're just using that to cover those two worlds. And then I was going to send chips. Why did I even found this? I probably had a good reason. Oh, I need to found a world for a goal, right? That leaves us with only 2 turns left. So we could get a culture to there. God. More time, you know? Like, we could set up another plasma fusion plant up here. Now that we have all of this water and all of these chips, we could set up a ton of fusion plants and do like all this work over here. We could probably get to the point of being able to send we'd probably get to the point of being able to send more culture off of this world, which obviously is worth a lot of points. You just need one import and to be connected to one more successful world, which we actually cannot do. The successful world part is the problem here. What do you need? You just need an import. Okay, so this is extremely obvious. Oh no, you're already getting culture from that specific world. Right, I was gonna double the culture on this world. Well, you know what? The past shortages penalty on this world, it's only 3%. I'm wondering about just backing that up. So we gained 5% happiness by doing this. Would we be better off using that time to generate 1 additional culture plus 1 additional prosperous world? So that's going to be 1 happiness plus 160 stars plus 1 happiness. If we imagine we're in like the 15,000-ish range, then 2% happiness is worth 300 stars. 5 happiness is worth some math. 750. No, like it's definitely right to correct this, right? Even though it does end up costing us some stuff over here. You need an extra... Boy, every world around me just needs like 1... Gosh. We are in a place where like 3 months... An extra 3 months would almost double my score, I think. So you need a successful planet around you. Like, that's pretty great. And then... Neither of these worlds actually become... successful off of sending these resources in. This world does. Is that the best thing I could do? Turn a world from from established to successful? Can I do a prosperous anywhere? And we definitely still send out, like, this culture matters. That's score. You're not going to be able to cap, but that's something. This other point of culture doesn't matter, right? It actually cannot matter. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is the case. What do you need? 2 more successful worlds? You need 1 more successful world. Ah, man, that's a shame. If that connection worked, that would solve a lot of my problems. So, I mean, this point of culture moved over to here is at least 1% bonus happiness. Yeah, I think part of the problem is my empire is really spread out. Like that hurt us a lot in the long run. So what is the last move? And then I'll distribute the culture after we figure that out. The last move is like, it probably is this, actually. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I bet that you can do it in this seed with approximately this strategy if you're just a little bit more careful. So yeah, I'm just going to send this to a world that is prosperous already so that we get the bonus point. This one, like I said, actually cannot matter because all these worlds need specific incomes to become successful. And then I think we are done. I'm going to take my $108. Huzzah. Yeah. I gotta be honest with you, I'm feeling a little sad about that one. And it's so close to, yeah, I am 100% convinced that 30k is doable there. Honestly, like this little screw up in the middle here where I just didn't make this world legendary, I wonder if that's it. I wonder if that's enough. No, it wouldn't be enough by itself. Right, we give you 320 stars plus 3% happiness without really changing anything or costing very much extra time. Like, you would still be allowed to do everything else, but that's not going to push you to 30. It gets you the extra culture, which then gets you another prosperous world, which is another, boy, it's not enough by itself, but it's probably real close. Oh, and I never made my robots. All right. I think that is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I am going to continue looking for new sectors. We could come back to this sector and do some planning and just, with foreknowledge, make it happen, for sure. But that's not really what I enjoy about this game. I like exploring out and finding new things. So, we will continue to look for new sectors where we can get 30,000 without knowing anything going in. And we'll see you then.